Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. We'll be looking at some stories in the world of sport this evening, and we will start from the Paris story, and we'll be beginning from one of the federations, one of the vibrant federations who is doing so well in Nigeria also, and preparing for Paris Olympic Games is one of their priority this time around. We just know that we have less than 100 days to the Paris 2024 Olympic Games in France. And this story is coming from the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, where AFN has actually pledges adequate preparation for athletes. Our athletes are already getting Paris 2024 Olympic Games qualification. The likes of Toby Amuson, Brumen and co, Ezekiel Nathaniel, who qualified just weeks ago, Favor of Philly. We have a whole lot of them. Chukwe Bukai Nekwechi in shot put. We have the other ladies for discus, and already you know that Super Falcons have qualified for the women's football event of the games, and though our guys couldn't qualify, that's the Dream Team 5, they couldn't qualify for the Paris Games. So let's see how it goes. But for the AFN, they have actually pledged adequate preparation for all athletes that will go into Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and which is a welcome development, and actually it's a good one for us if we really want to win medals at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. You know, there's a saying that early to bed, early to rise, and when this saying also goes, if you fail to plan, that means you plan to fail. So that is what it is right now. The AFN body is actually planning to get the medals, get success at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, which every other federation that will be going to the Olympics that have qualified for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games also need to do. So we just have to prepare. We just have to put our hearts together and see how we can get the best of preparation, and then the best of the best from athletes going to Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Like I said, 100 days away from that event, and let's see how it will go for Nigeria. The last time out at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, we didn't really do well. We only won medal in long jump, that is coming from Brume, and then also a medal in wrestling. But in athletics, we didn't really get a medal. But this time around, I believe all our athletes, we have had the likes of Favor of Philly, Favor Ashe, and co have had the fastest time this year when it comes to the men 100-meter race, and then the 200-meter race for the women. And for Favor Philly, she has turned a pro just at the beginning of this year. She became a professional athlete, and she will be representing Nigeria at the Paris Games come just days by August. That is when the games will be starting, July to August, and let's see how it goes for all of the Nigerian athletes that will be going to Paris. All right, let's leave this story and go straight to French Ligue 1, where PSG will have to rival Chelsea for the signature of Victor Osimhen. Our own Victor Osimhen, you know, he played in France before joining Napoli. He started his sojourn from Germany with Werder Bremen and went to France. From France, he went straight to Italy, and now PSG is calling him back as they are ready to rival Chelsea for Victor Osimhen signature. Fantastic player, fantastic striker, but he's not actually having it rosy this season with that club. They've not really been doing well. We get to their weekend fixture. They lost their weekend game 1-0, and the fans were disappointed with the entire team. So for Victor Osimhen, he just have to make this move this time around. If he wants to come to England, if he wants to go to go back to France, it's all left for Victor Osimhen to make the right decision. He should just go to a team where he will get the playing time and where everything will work out good for him. So let's see how it goes. Chelsea will have to battle it out with PSG for Victor Osimhen's signature. So at the end of the day, Victor Osimhen will just have to make his choice of where he's going to be playing come next season, or probably maybe still spend one more season in Napoli. And I know a lot of persons, a lot of viewers have told me to say, God forbid for Victor Osimhen to stay one more season in Napoli. All right, let's leave that story and go straight to German Bundesliga, where one team has won the league, but they want to keep this record. That yes, they want to keep this unbeaten record. Arsenal did it in 2004-2005 season in the EPL. They were invincible. They played a total number of 49 games without losing any. That is for Arsenal. And this time around, one man is doing it with a team that was not really given a chance. That is Xabi Alonso and Bayer Leverkusen. They continued their unbeaten run over the weekend. It was looking as if they were going to lose the game, and they know how to score 9-minute goal, late goals in a game, and they had to just stretch it and get that equalizer in the German Bundesliga. That's for Bayer Leverkusen. And for Bayern Munich, it was 5-1 thrashing of Union Berlin away. Hurricane also getting goal, extending his number of goals for the race of the Golden Boot in the German Bundesliga. So good one for Xabi Alonso and Bayer Leverkusen. Let's quickly read over the results and just go over the result, and then we'll look at the table, how teams are standing. All right, we have FC Hiddenheim 1846. They lost to RB Leipzig 2-1. FC Cologne lost at home to Darmstadt 98 2-0. 1899 beat Borussia Mönchengladbach in a 7-goal thriller 4-3, and VfL Wolfsburg 1, VfL Bochum 1848 0. Union Berlin, like I said, they lost at home to Bayern Munich 5-1. Werder Bremen beat VfB Stuttgart 2-1, and Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen. Borussia Dortmund went ahead in that game, and they couldn't add to the goal they scored. At the end of the day, at the 90+ minute, Bayer Leverkusen leveled things in that game, and it was 1-1. They continued their unbeaten run in the German Bundesliga, and also the only team in Europe this season not to have lost any game. That is Bayer Leverkusen. This is about 45 games in total that they've not lost any. Good one for Bayer Leverkusen. SC Freiburg and Mainz 05 played a 1-1 draw. Now let's look at the table. It's 18 teams standing for the German Bundesliga. We have a Bayer Leverkusen who has already won the league, still at the top. They have extended that lead again. 80 points they have. Bayern Munich is following second with 66 points. Stuttgart is third with 63 points. We have RB Leipzig who is on the 59th position. We have Borussia Dortmund on the 5th position. So it's going to be a very tough one. That's who's going to finish on the 3rd and the 4th position. So that place is going to be between Stuttgart, Leipzig, and Dortmund. That is where the power tussle will be right now. We have Frankfurt on the 6th position with 45 points. We have Freiburg 7 with 40 points. Augsburg is 8 with 39 points. We have Hoffenheim on the 9th position with 39 points. And then we have Hiddenheim on the 10th position with 34 points. Let's go to the flip side of the table. We have Werder Bremen 11th with 34 points. Borussia Mönchengladbach 12th with 31 points. Wolfsburg is 13th with 31 points. And we have Union Berlin 14 with 29 points. Mainz 05 is 15, 27 points. VfL Bochum is on the 16th position, 27 points, and Cologne is on the 17th position, 22 points, and Darmstadt 98 is on the 18th position with just 17 points. And you know, in the German Bundesliga, all of those teams that I just mentioned, we have to slug it out in the relegation playoff, so that we will have the team that will remain and the team that will relegate. That is how the German Bundesliga operates. All right, let's leave the German Bundesliga, go straight to the Italian Serie A, where I already said Napoli lost their game over the weekend 1-0. They lost that game, and then Atlanta also getting a win over the weekend, and we are going to see how teams did over the weekend. It was quite an interesting weekend in the Italian Serie A. Let's go over the result quickly on the screen right now and see those games that were played over the weekend. We have Sassuolo lost to Lecce at home 3-0. Frosinone and Torino played a goalless draw. Salernitana lost to Fiorentina 2-1. Monza lost to Atlanta Milan 2-1, and Empoli pipped Napoli. The two of them, Poli 1-0 in favor of Empoli against Napoli, the defending champion, and Hellas Verona beat Udinese 1-0 in that game. Let's look at the table and see Napoli continue to do badly in the league. We have Atlanta, who is at the top of the table with a game in hand, 83 points. We have AC Milan second with 69 points. We have Juventus on the third position with 64 points. I beg your pardon. Inter Milan is on the top of the table with 83 points. We have Roma 5th with 55 points. Atlanta is 6th with 54 points. Lazio 7th with 52 points. Napoli is 8th, 49 points. We have Fiorentina 9th with 47 points. Torino is 10th with 46 points. Let's go to the flip side of the table quickly. Monza is 11th with 43 points. And Salernitana is on the 20th position with 15 points. Sassuolo 19, 26 points. For Frosinone 18, 28 points. We have Udinese 17, 28 points. Empoli 16th with 31 points. Same points with Verona, but goal difference minus 13 and minus 22. Lecce is 13, 35 points. Cagliari 14 with 32 points. And Genoa is on the 12th position with 39 points. That is for the Italian Serie A. Inter Milan have a game in hand, and they are at the top of the table with 83 points. Following them is AC Milan. All right, let's leave the Italian Serie A and go straight to the French Ligue 1. There were games also over the weekend for PSG. 2 goals from Goncalo Ramos in that game against Lyon. It was 4-1 against Lyon. That is PSG winning that game, also consolidating their stay at the top of the table and extending their lead, and probably they might just coast home with the league title for a third straight time. All right, let's go over the result for the French Ligue 1 quickly. We have Rennes, who beat Nantes 3-0 away. Lens and Clermont Foot 1-0. Le Havre 0. Mens 1. Lille 1. Strasbourg 0. Reims lost at home to Montpellier 2-1. And Brest 0. Monaco 2. Toulouse 2. Marseille 2. And Paris Saint-Germain hammered Lyon 4-1. Like I said, Goncalo Ramos getting a brace in that game. Now let's look at the table for the French Ligue 1. PSG is at the top of the table with 66 points. Following is Monaco with 55 points. We have Brest third with 53 points. Lille fourth with 52 points. Nice is fifth with 47 points. Lens is sixth with 46 points. Rennes is 7th with 42 points. Lyon is 8th with 41 points. And Marseille is 9th, 40 points. And the Reims also have 40 points, but goal difference -4 and +8 for Marseille. And then let's go to the flip side of the table quickly. We have Toulouse 11th with 37 points. And then Montpellier is 12th with 36 points. We have Strasbourg 13, 36 points. Nantes is 14 with 31 points. Metz 15 with 29 points. Le Havre 16 with 28 points. Lorient is 17th with 26 points, and Clermont Foot remains at the bottom of the table with 22 points. That is for the French Ligue 1. It was a good weekend also in French Ligue 1. At least Kylian Mbappe and his entire PSG team are enjoying. They are cruising, and for Kylian Mbappe, is just enjoying life because probably he might be joining Real Madrid come next season. All right, there are games that will come up tonight in some of the leagues in Europe. Let's quickly look at those games that will be coming up tonight. We have a game in the Italian Serie A and other games in the French Ligue 1. Okay, let's look at the Italian Serie A game. We have, first is in La Liga, Sevilla will be at home to play Real Mallorca. Roma will tackle Bologna, that is in the Italian Serie A, and the big one will happen in San Siro. These two teams make use of the same stadium, but one team will play as a home team today. That is AC Milan against Inter Milan. So it's a big one. It's going to be the clash of the Titans between these two teams, first and second on the Italian Serie A table, and good one. If Inter wins that game, they are going to extend their lead at the top of the table. Let's have the Italian Serie A table quickly and just the first side of it alone and see AC Milan and Inter Milan, the number of points they have in the league. But like you know, Inter Milan is at the top of the table. They have 83 points. If they win today's game, they will extend that. They will have 86 points. But if they eventually lost to AC Milan will have 72 points to their name. So it's going to be a big one, and AC Milan will want to get the bragging right because they are the home team. The two teams makes use of San Siro, and they will be playing tonight. So big one is going to be the clash of the Titans. Is going to be the Milan battle. Who wins tonight's game between Inter and AC Milan? This is another a Clasico in the Italian Serie A. Yesterday it was a Clasico in Spain, and tonight is going to be another big Clasico in the Italian Serie A, where Italian giants AC Milan and Inter Milan will be squaring up tonight, and Roma will be at Rome to welcome Bologna, and then for La Liga, Sevilla will play at the Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium. We play Real Mallorca. All right, let's take two transfer on the show quickly before we go, and we'll just look at this transfer. Just one, I beg your pardon, where Premier League clubs right now monitors Atletico Madrid striker Samu Omorodion. He's a Nigerian, but he plays for the Spanish national team. Samu Omorodion is of Nigerian descent, but he has not played for Nigeria. So it's going to be a good one for Samu Omorodion, where a number of Premier League clubs, I can tell you, Manchester United, Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur, and co are actually monitoring. Chelsea is also there, sniffing around this guy to see if they can actually get him on their radar. All right, that is where we'll be leaving it on the show this evening. Sports update from Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashemi. But before we go, we'll just leave you with this highlight so that you can enjoy Nigerian football. Not just every time European game, but also enjoy Nigerian football, because we have the best of the best here in this country. Thank you for watching. I am Emmanuel Fashemi.